Welcome, everyone, to Conch Productions Artist Chat. My name is Magaly Colimon-Christopher. I am the host for today's chat. Not only am I the host for today's chat, I'm also the founder of Conch Productions and Conch International Film Festival. So tonight, we are really excited to introduce you to our amazing Conch International Film Festival community partners, Renderyard, an independent film and music distribution company dedicated to conscious storytelling. Now, I'm especially proud to share that Diane De La Haye, she serves as a member of our team at CSIFF. She is one of our programmers. Welcome, 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 Diane. And she's helping to shape the voices that we're going to be sharing with our audience October 9 through 11 at Where Midway Cinema in Forest Hills. We're also honored to have Gillian Isabelle, CEO of Renderyard, here with us, whose work has been creating new pathways for independent filmmakers to reach you so that you can have a life beyond the festival circuit. Welcome, welcome, Diane. Welcome, welcome,
Thank
Gillian.
you,
Thank
Magaly.
you.
So tell me about your journey to Renderyard. I mean, tell me about this company. Tell me what made you say yes to doing this for this community of indie filmmakers.
So many years ago thought about going into the arts as a career, um, and never quite figured out the path for an artist. And so
Mm,
I studied music for a very long time when I was younger and never quite figured out the path of a musician. And now I find that um, I actually have two daughters who are also very interested in careers in the arts. And it struck me that a generation later, there's still so many unanswered questions about what is the right path for an artist. How do artists just kind of navigate the world of the arts and have sustainable careers in the arts? And so, that question was really kind of bothering me, and I decided that I wanted to try and do something about it to help independent filmmakers and musicians craft sustainable careers in the arts. I know
mm,
it's a hard road for many independent artists, and I wanted to try and see if I could figure out a way to help.
beautiful, beautiful. So, Diane, you've been helping us meet new filmmakers with your outreach. Tell me, what has it been like? I mean, what's standing out to you about Caribbean heritage filmmakers and the stories they're telling now?
It's been an absolute pleasure reaching out to all of these Caribbean filmmakers who I didn't know personally before. Some of them I've been stalking because I see where they win these best of or audience winner or best web series and all of these winners that I've been stalking. And some of them are where I live, so I go and attend some of their workshops or their seminars that they're having and introduce myself and tell them about Conch, of course. Others that I see online, I'll look them up on Instagram. I'll say hi, howdy. Saw that you did so well the other day. You want to come on over to Conch and try your luck? So I've been enjoying it thoroughly. I've been meeting a lot of people. I've been contacting a lot of people, and the response has been great, of course, because any festival that is focusing on the Caribbean filmmakers and Caribbean stories is always welcome because for so long we've been trying to get our foot in the door elsewhere.
Mm,
But this is our time and our festival and our people and our stories. And as you mentioned, stories, they're wide and diverse. They're wide and diverse. Luckily, we're moving away from the typical storylines, some of which you would usually always involve violence or gang or politics and stuff like that. But I'm happy to say that we're expanding into mental health and, family and, the stigma of seeking therapy is no longer there.
mm,
As Caribbean people, we're welcoming it, we're embracing it, we're trying to look at the relationships with our family from way back till now and how we can get through, the tensions that we've been experiencing as a family. Um, Another theme that I'm seeing is expanding into untraditional careers because in the Caribbean we should be a doctor, a lawyer, an
Mm,
engineer, and then
mm,
you get the flack from the family that's like you can't earn money on doing that. So and as a Caribbean we tend to look outward anyway into North America and Europe, and so there are those kind of stories that we're
Mhm.
seeing being told. So yeah, a lot of new avenues that filmmakers are journeying down, and so I'm excited to see what they will be submitting to Conch this year.
fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. And that's one of the most beautiful things because I remember when it was such a stigma not to be like everyone else, right? To have the inability to push through, to soldier through, to just be strong, you know?
Yes.
And I
Mhm.
really, really love some of the stories that I've been seeing where people are saying we're beings who break
Right.
and let's heal that breaking, let's heal it. So, both of you, Diane as a programmer, Gillian as a distributor, what does it mean to support a Caribbean filmmaker in a space like Conch International Film Festival?
I do feel that there is such a wealth of talent in the Caribbean and Caribbean artists around the world. There's such a wealth of talent, and I think it is a very hard path for them to bring their work to global audiences. And so for Renderyard, it really is just a joy to be able to partner with a film festival like Conch that wants to do the same thing we want to do, which is to give those artists some visibility. And so it's just really a joy. It's something that I've wanted to do because, I just really feel like it's not a lack of talent or a lack of creativity or a lack of ideas that is our problem in the Caribbean. The problem is just a kind of a lack of exposure. I want to be able to do what I can through Renderyard
Yeah.
to give people that exposure. It's very exciting for me. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Thank you for sharing that. Yes. So hold on. Where are you from in the Caribbean, Jillian?
I'm from Jamaica originally, Kingston, Jamaica. Have lived in the US for quite some time, but I do go to Jamaica still. My family is still there, and I go see them whenever I can come up with an excuse. So I'm there, a couple of times a year.
I was born in Canada but raised in Jamaica, so I feel like I'm Jamaican and with Jamaican slash Canadian or vice versa. I feel connected to both, obviously, but yeah, I was raised in Jamaica, so family is in Jamaica. My accent is clearly Jamaican, so yeah, that's my Caribbean background.
And you're definitely in Jamaica.
Yes, I'm in Jamaica right now. I'm doing something very exciting, which I'll
Okay.
share with you guys maybe next month. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm thrilled to be a part of Conch Film Festival and Conch Productions overall because what I love about Conch and how it differentiates itself from the other Caribbean film
Hmm.
festivals is your accessibility, Magaly. It's the fact that we see you all the time. You're always doing an artist chat. You always make us feel so welcome. You're just like, let's talk, let's dance, let's drink, let's party. Tell me what you think. You're always inviting other filmmakers to come on and just chat and have a good time. Obviously, we have the Artist Collective as well, which I'm a part of. But that's really the difference that I see when you Google all these other Caribbean film festivals. Is Magaly is putting on yet another community screening because she got funds and we're going to showcase it. So let's come have a party. Welcome everybody. You're so warm, you're so engaging, you're so inviting, and that I think is what's missing from some of the others. I'm not just saying that they don't have your personality, but Magali, love you and love how you're always reaching out to the Caribbean filmmakers, showing them so much love. And that's what's going to make them come over to the film festival and submit to Conch because of Magaly, because Magaly is leading the charge, and Magaly loves to engage and get involved and invite and laugh and joke. You know, we love a comedian, Magaly. So, yeah, that's why I'm so excited to be involved and so excited to welcome people to submit their films this year. So,
Oh God, thank
yeah,
you,
it's all
Diane.
about
You made me
you.
feel employed. Yeah. Let's talk about the prize that you're sponsoring. I mean, I was so impressed by you saying, we want to sponsor this prize in recognition and supporting a filmmaker and distribution and monetizing guidance. Tell me about this prize, Gillian, that you said Renderyard wants to give this prize. Let's hear about this prize for one of our filmmakers.
So yeah, so Renderyard is a platform that distributes films from all over the world. But being from the Caribbean myself, I really feel that we're missing from from that space, and I know how much work it can be to get your films distributed. So what we wanted to do is make it possible for films out of CSIFF to have a life after the film.
CSIFF.
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 CSIF.
CSIFF.
Never thought of it that way.
Oh,
See.
CSIF. Did Gillian
did
just
I?
rebrand?
Oh, wait,
Did
wait.
Gillian
I thought
just
you called
rebrand
it.
your festival?
No,
I love it.
no.
CSIF.
Oh,
No,
I thought I thought that's what we called. I did.
no. You
Oh,
just
I'm
created that.
sorry.
Your genius
Didn't
brain
mean
just
to.
created that, Gillian.
Didn't mean to create
I
something that you
usually just say
didn't.
CSIFF, but CSIFF. That's
I didn't
sexy.
mean
I
to.
like
CSIF.
that.
So, well, what we
Goodness.
wanted to be able to do is to create opportunities for these films to have a life after the film festival is over. So one thing that I've become aware of is that many independent filmmakers put a lot of time and energy and practically all their resources into the making of the film. And then once the film is completed, they may not really have the resources to market it, promote it, get it seen by global audiences. Um, and I also know that making a film and putting it on the festival circuit doesn't necessarily lead to distribution opportunities for filmmakers. Some film festivals I think are more business focused than others. Some are more creative focused, more arts focused, and so it's not a given that putting your film into a film festival is going to have um, the effect of getting you a distribution deal. But we would like to work with the Conch International Film Festival to take films that are, from our point of view, pre-curated. Magaly, you do all the heavy lifting in terms of gathering the films, getting them together, assembling them. And then what we want to be able to do is provide a pathway to longer term visibility for those films. So on our end, what that would mean is, we work with the filmmakers to build out the audience. You, at the film festival, will have, the cinephiles, the people who really want to be, seeing these Caribbean films. We will work with the filmmaker to figure out ways to take it to a wider audience through our YouTube channel, our newsletters, and so on, outreach to various bloggers and so on, just to give the film more visibility and help it to have that life beyond the festival.
Thank you. So, thank you for sharing that one of the biggest challenges that filmmakers face is, what do I do? The film festivals are over. I can't submit anymore. They don't want my film anymore. So, you share that distribution is a critical step. And there's some filmmakers who are still like wondering, what is she talking about?
Mhm.
Distribution. Tell us more about Renderyard and how your focus to extend the life of a film? I know you mentioned YouTube and marketing, but exactly what does that mean? I mean, are you trying to use particular channels to benefit the filmmakers? Do you have connections with people who screen? What does that mean for those filmmakers who've only been doing the
Yes.
festival
Mhm.
submission thing and been like, okay, I'm spending all this money, I've gotten a couple of prizes, what's next? Who's going to really be part of my what's next?
Yeah, so for Renderyard, it's kind of a hybrid approach. We have our own digital platform where we screen films so people can come to our website and access films that way. We have a YouTube channel that we're, growing that we use to help drive traffic to the website so that people learn about films from the YouTube channel, and then they can come to our website and watch the film. We also have relationships with other platforms. So there are, the platforms you know of, we help to get films on platforms like Amazon and Tubi and so on, through various relationships that we have. So we can pitch these films to various other streaming platforms. And from time to time, those streaming platforms, because they know us, they will come to us and say, well, we're trying to find some Spanish language films. Do you have anything? We're trying to find some films in this genre. Do you have anything? And so we have kind of a two-way conversation with a few of those platforms. And so we can take films from the festival and say, this won all these laurels at Conch International Film Festival, and we can present them to those platforms. So there's a few things that we do, just to kind of give these films visibility and give them a kind of exposure.
Thank you. Now, Diane, you're a screenwriter. You've had films in our film festival, award winning, and you currently have a film traveling the film festival circuit. Listening to Gillian, are you like, oh yeah, I like that, or I've never heard of that, or need to talk to Jillian? What's happening to you as you're listening to this conversation and as an experienced festival participant?
Yeah, I'm excited because it's true. There are actually some filmmakers who don't even think about festivals. Let's start there. And then
Mm.
once they get it into the festival and whether they win anything or not, then they're just like, okay, well, what do I do now? So the it's over. I got a laurel. Now what? So yeah, the fact that there are distribution companies out there like Renderyard that are committed to giving projects global reach and the opportunity to earn from it, because maybe if you didn't earn a cent, because a lot of these festivals don't pay anything, or if they do, it's a small amount, and you have to be like first place winner, which is hard to do. But just in terms of trying to recoup or just, getting a little money to feel good about your project, to feel good that people are watching it. So whether it's $5, $10, and I don't know what the breakdown is at Renderyard, but the point is that it's an opportunity to earn something, to get global reach, to get more eyes on your film, and more eyes that you get on your film is the more opportunity you have to collaborate with international filmmakers who see your stuff. So,
Mhm.
and especially this year, now that Renderyard is diversifying into Caribbean films, it's even more exciting for the filmmakers who are participating in Conch and know about the collaboration that is currently taking place with Renderyard. So it's all one big happy family, and at the end of the day, everybody should be able to participate and benefit from this collaboration. So hopefully they'll be submitting their films, they'll experience the festival, and then after that they will have extended visibility and longevity by being on the Renderyard platform.
Fantastic, because that's the whole purpose of being a filmmaker, right? You want to have visibility, longevity. I mean, I was literally watching a film with Robert Redford that was shot in, I think, 1999 or something, and he's left us. But I felt, oh my gosh,
Right. Yes. Yes.
It was on Netflix. Thank you, Netflix, for letting me watch this piece of work. The most important thing that you just shared, Diane, is that it's a very diverse community of artists that's represented on
Mm-hmm.
Renderyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Renderyard now has a Caribbean heritage, Caribbean woman running it. So
Mm-hmm.
people wake up. How many? I mean, when you think about all the distribution people you've seen at different festivals, when was the last time you saw a Caribbean woman or a woman of color running her own company? I'm done.
Yes.
Dropping the
Yes.
mic. Boom. Shaboom.
Yes,
Boom.
get on
And
board.
that's part of that's part of the reason because I think um, I don't want I don't ever want to hear that an artist didn't pursue something, a distribution deal or something because they just didn't see anyone who, they just didn't think it was possible. They thought it was something that would happen for other people, but it wouldn't happen for them because they're from the Caribbean and, Caribbean artists never get distribution. So I didn't want that to be, I don't want anybody to ever have to feel that way.
Mm.
Um, and that's part of the reason that I wanted to do this.
But I know that you're very
That,
particular. I mean, you have to be particular. I look at your website and I watched the film. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a really nice film. So, what
yeah,
is
no, we
the
have to, yes.
it equation for you that makes you go, hmm, it, when you're looking at films? Because, uh, can I mention that Gillian is one of our jury members? She'll be one of the
Yes.
people selecting the award winning films. Okay, a little secret.
Feel that, art, it takes many forms. And so I want Renderyard to be the type of platform where if I just want to feel as if the artist had something that they wanted to express. And I don't always understand all the nuances or the references or anything in the films, but um, I can see, the artistry, I can see that the artist had something that they were trying to express within. And that's for me a very big thing.
So the message, socially conscious storytelling. It sounds like
Yes.
that's your through
Yes,
line.
I do. Yes, that's really, and it may not be something I know a lot about. I mean, that we have some films where I really don't know much about the subject, but I can see where the artist is trying to, express
Mm,
something and, share some knowledge and educate. And that's what I care about.
So how can people connect with Renderyard? They're like, look, I'm done with the festival circuit. I don't want to wait till Conch International Film Festival, October 9th through 11. I want to meet you. I want to meet you. I want to have my film on your platform. Hey, Julian, what? What do they do?
Well, the easiest way is to go to our website, which is renderyard.com, and connect with us. You can submit a trailer if you want, or a full film for us, and we'll watch it. Or you can just send us a message and say you want to talk, and we are very excited. And one of the things about having your own company is that you kind of decide what you want to do, and I want to see Caribbean filmmakers represented on Renderyard. So. Caribbean filmmakers, drop us a line, and let's start talking.
Fantastic. And your model removes financial barriers for filmmakers. You want to talk about that? What does that mean?
That's right. So we don't charge anything up front. There are, various models for these platforms. Some have a subscription model, so you have to pay something to have your film on the platform. We don't charge anything up front. And so, it's free for us to just take your film. We can start promoting it. What we do ask from filmmakers is that they have a willingness to collaborate with us. So don't think, you have made this really high quality film. I've won all my laurels and my work is done. It helps to maybe have we can use any other collateral you can send us, a statement about why you made the film or any behind the scenes footage or anything like that we can use because those things are very engaging for audiences. And so we prefer to work with filmmakers who are interested in a more collaborative relationship. But there is no charge up front to working with us.
Did you hear that, everyone? No charge up front.
We
So
know
don't be
you put
shy.
everything into making the film, and so, when we talk to filmmakers, they put everything they have into the making of the film, and then when you say, well, do you have a marketing budget? They say, well, yeah, no, we don't have that. So,
Okay.
um, we don't want them to have to spend more money. Um, we know they've, put everything they had into making a high quality film.
And the great thing is, Gillian will be leading a panel during our film festival, and our panel day will be October 9th. And if you miss out on the opportunity of saying hello, shaking hands, being human to human, that would be very sad. You want to be
Come,
sad?
yes, come,
We don't
come
want
chat
that.
with. Don't be
We don't
sad.
want that. No. So I like to leave a moment for our guests to share, words of wisdom they want to share with Caribbean heritage artists, in this instance, specifically filmmakers. If there was a word or a short phrase that you want to drop the mic on, like infuse the community watching this video with, what would that you like it to be? We'll start with Diane.
I would say collaboration because we might sometimes we feel insular and we're working in our own country or with our own Caribbean people. We don't have the exposure of working with international filmmakers. And in the past year, I've had to do that, and it's worthwhile. It's very satisfying, but there are moments when you are gonna quibble about certain things. But it's all in good fun and it's all part of the learning process. So I would say if you're nervous about collaborating internationally, don't be. And open your eyes and ears and heart to other viewpoints, other cultures, other ways of presenting a film or writing a film. I would encourage Caribbean filmmakers to do that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And let's have Jillian take the stage. Ba, 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 ba.
I guess my parting words would be, think about the life cycle of your film. I really hate the idea that artists make these films very meaningful to them. They screen them in a festival or maybe a few festivals, and then they kind of go on the shelf, and people don't really have access to them anymore. So think about kind of the lifetime that you want for your film and the reach that you want to have for your film.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is great. And on a final note, we're accepting submissions. Yes, Conch International Film Festival is accepting submissions until July 1st. So you have this wonderful window of opportunity to submit your film, and
Get the
so
films
do
in.
it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. Submit your film. Don't wait. And email us at concheliff@gmail if you're having a financial situation and you can't afford the submission fee. Email Diane. She's our programmer. And Diane, go to Diane's Facebook page. Diane, what's your Facebook page?
It's the Instagram page actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
Instagram.
that's where I've been advertising the poster and the festival and the fact that I have some waiver codes that you can take advantage of, some discount codes I should say. And my Instagram is Diane_CanJam.
So there's no block,
No
no
excuse.
impediment. Be part
Get the
of our
films in.
festival
Hmm.
and see your work screened on a Regal Cinema screen.
Hmm.
Comfortable chairs, audience cheering you on. Build your audience, build your confidence in what is magnificent about you. And I want to thank you, Jillian, for approaching me and saying, let's do this partnership.
Thank you. Thank you. It was such an obvious fit to me that, I'm glad you were open to it.
Thank you. And so we have more conversations coming up, everyone. Just be sure to follow us on Conch Productions on YouTube, Conch Productions, Conch IFF, or
CSIFF.
CSIFF. CSIFF.
CSIFF.
Man,
Okay.
I got my imagination
I
going.
have to, I have to double check my
CSIFF.com.
acronyms before I get on these things. Okay.
No, I'm loving it. You see, life is about, wonderful coincidences, and you never know. Watch out. Watch out. So, to everyone watching today, stay connected. Come out and support filmmakers if you're not a filmmaker. Follow these amazing women on Instagram. And thank you for watching our interview today. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Thank you, Magaly. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining.